Here we go. The Gun Barrel City Economic Development Corporation will meet in a regular board meeting in the Gun Barrel City Council Chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas 75156 on Tuesday, April 10th, 2018 at 5 p.m. Please rise for the invocation and Pledge of Allegiance. Lord, please give our elected officials and appointed board members the courage to vote for the betterment of the city and for the benefit of our citizens. And as always, please look over our military and first responders. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. A roll call from my right, please.
Whitten here.
Butler here. Taylor here.
Ray here.
Coleman here. Osborne here.
All here and establish a quorum. Citizens' presentations, I haven't been made aware of any. Is there anybody that would like to speak to the EDC board? We'll forgo that and go straight to item number 1. Discuss and take action to approve the EDC meeting minutes of March 13th and March 23rd, 2018.
Make a motion we approve the EDC meeting minutes from March 13th and March 23rd, 2018.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Vote from my right, please.
Whitten, yes.
Butler, yes. Taylor, yes.
Ray, yes.
Coleman, yes. Osborne, yes.
Unanimous. Item number 2, discuss and or take action to approve the March 2018 GBC EDC month-end financial reports. As always, I'll turn it over to Mr. Whitten. Is there anything we need to look out for, sir?
Mr. President, we're tracking our budget. Well, as a matter of fact, we're underrunning our budget. We're at about 10% of our budget so far this year.
Good.
And we're basically halfway through the year.
Okay.
So, our income is net income is $225K. That is, our income is $225K more than our expenses so far this year. So we're positioned to do more to promote growth, given council support.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I was made aware by the executive director today that we had completed our audit, and we should expect to see those results at our next meeting. Seems to be everything's in order.
Yes, sir.
All right. At this point in time, I will accept a motion. I'll make a motion that we approve the March 2018 EDC month-end financial reports.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Vote from my right, please.
Whitten, yes.
Butler, yes. Taylor, yes.
Ray, yes.
Coleman, yes. Osborne, yes.
Unanimous. Thank you, Holland. Item number 3, discuss and take action to approve a grant to Tom Robertson Venture Properties for improvements at 127 West Main Street in an amount not to exceed $20,000. Mr. Peterson, would you mind stepping up to the podium?
Is it on?
Yep.
Yep. Paid announcements. People coming, close, people from Oklahoma, so please, everybody, go see the lawnmower races. And I want to thank you for all the time you've taken to try to guide me around and direct me and help me with projects. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate your time. So thank you for what we have a project that we've been working on for about 3 months. I met Mr. Tom Robinson when he began the deal on the strip center down at Lowe's 127 West Main. We had several discussions at that time. A discussion was I had a regional plan who needed the space, and I was trying to get in that building. Mr. Robinson let me know what we could do, so I'm outside of the building alone was about $79,000, actually, is that right? And so we wanted to try and enhance that grant, and we brought to the city council an enhancement for a facade grant. For some reason, we couldn't get a second. And so as we went down the road to try to figure out how to help Mr. Robinson, which was the important part of this whole thing, Councilwoman Raymond suggested we put together a special grant, and that's what we have before you today. We've asked for up to $20,000 to assist him in the facade, signs, and the lighting on that project. The outside work on the project is about $43,000. The lights and the signs are about $37,000. So we think $20,000 is a good number to try and help him through this process. Currently, he doesn't know anything about this because I haven't let him know until we get this to the council to make sure that we try to get it done. So I'd be happy to answer any questions. Mr. Robinson is a real estate guy over in Texas. What he is doing with the strip center in Gun Barrel is making it like his strip center in Chandler. So he has real estate all over the place, and our hope is if we work with him aggressively with this project, perhaps we can get him to do some other projects in Denver City. And you all know we desperately need to improve the work. Any other questions?
He put in a drive-through window on one end of it. Do we know of prospective tenants that are going to go in there?
I actually think what he's done to be a drive-through on both sides. He was trying to figure out how he could get room to come to the other side as well. But it's just something for him to be able to sell as he goes back to rental space.
Thank you.
Well, and so there are, and I don't know how public it is, the restaurant establishments that he's in conversations with, but it's my understanding that he has one that is about 90% lined up, and the other one is another potential. So he's got some active involvement and people interested in coming in.
This would be the nicest looking strip center in the city of Gun Barrel, period.
Well, and as a side, my bookkeeping service, Sarah Parrish, has her offices there, and I had a discussion with her about a facade grant, and we were going to talk to every individual business there. And this guy just took it to a whole new level and put it for all of the businesses. So it's going to be much improved.
So to be transparent and perfectly clear with anybody who's not in the audience tonight, this is a direct result of our facade agreement not being raised to $10,000 at the previous council meeting, with a lack of a second. So this is a beautification project like any other facade agreement, but this is a way that somebody has suggested that you might be able to go forward with such a good project without having a second on a motion of $10,000 for facade.
It's not a good project. It's a great project. We're very fortunate to have him. I don't know how many of you looked at that old strip center before we started, but I was in there with a couple of people, and I tell you what, it was pretty bad. So to take that old building and make it into a good one is extremely important. And we need to be a partner in there. And again, my hope is that not only he might do some work in Gun Barrel, but he may have friends that are in the real estate business.
Well,
Again, I just want to point out that it's actually cheaper to do it this way than if we would have had done a facade grant for each individual business there, which we would have done to clean and beautify the city of.
well, let's hope that political maneuvering doesn't affect our projects in the future. I will take a motion at this time.
I move that we take action to approve a grant to Tom Robertson Venture Properties for improvements at 127 West Main Street in an amount not to exceed $20,000.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Vote from my right, please.
Whitten, yes.
Butler, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Ray, yes.
Coleman, yes.
Osborne, yes.
At this point in time, we are going to go to closed session. Executive closed session of the Board of Directors. EDC will now hold a closed executive session pursuant to provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in Texas Government Code 551.087. And we will return soon. It is, what is that, 5:45. The Gumbel EDC will now reconvene into regular session pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to take any action necessary regarding the items discussed in executive session. There is nothing that needs a motion from our executive session, so I will entertain a motion from Mr. Butler.
Motion to adjourn.
We are adjourned.
Be it.